The next two practice problems I'm going to go over deal with the volume of a cylinder. Right? So we've got our formula up here where my volume is equal to pi times r squared times h. Right? R in this formula is the radius. Right? If we look at our diagram here on the right, the radius is the distance from the center of the base to the end of the base. All right, so if we were just looking at the circular base of our cylinder, it's the distance from the center straight out to the edge. My height of my cylinder is considered the h for this formula. Right. And if we look at our example here again, h is going to be that vertical line in our diagram. Right. So looking at example 1, I've got a cylinder here with a height of 7. In our first example here, I've got a cylinder with a height of 7 kilometers and a radius of 5 kilometers. Right? So we know our volume is pi times r squared times h. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and fill in or substitute in my two values here for r and h. So I've got pi times 5 squared, which is 25, times 7. And then I know that 25 times 7 is 175. There. When we're writing our final answer, we want to put our number or our constant first and then put that pi variable as the second term. All right. When we're doing things and writing things out by hand, it's okay that we leave pi in our final answer. Right? So we have volume is equal to 175 pi, and I want to put my units on here again, which is kilometers to the third power. So the volume of the cylinder is 175 pi kilometers cubed. In our second example, sliding over, this one's a little bit different, right, because we've got some extra information in here. Right, so again, I'm going to copy down our formula, pi r squared h. Right. My height in here is the 7 centimeters. Right. The radius, we have to do some calculating to find. Right. So we know that the radius is the distance from the center of our circular base to the edge. Right. Here they give us the entire length or the diameter of the circle here. Right. So they give us what's called the diameter, which goes all the way across through the center. Right. We only want the radius, which starts at the center and works its way out to the edge. Right? So we want to take half of the diameter, which is 8, to give us our radius. So from here, I can go ahead and plug in my r and h values. So I know 8 squared is 64. And we're going to multiply that by 7. we get pi times 448. Right. Again, we want to write our final answer with the number first. So it's 448 pi, and our units are centimeters here, so it's centimeters cubed.